Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim, here to do some throwing some cards. Let's just throw some cards. I wanted to talk a little bit about dreams again. Listen, because it opens me up. It opens me up. I love hearing your dreams. I love hearing them. If you'd like to comment a crazy dream you have had or one that just sticks out in your mind, maybe allow me to try to interpret it. I love doing that. Interesting. My father is alive. He's 78. He was that was him and my mom. The reason I say alive is because my mother has passed away. But anyway, he is not really a believer in the afterlife, and he's very much atheist, pretty much, and that's just his thing. But he has had so many spiritual experiences. I find it kind of crazy for him. He'll kill me for talking about him on my show, but hopefully he doesn't watch this. He might not even watch it. So, but I remember one day I was asking what he was doing because he was on the computer. And this is a metallurgist engineer. Okay, this is somebody he had a very professional life, mainly working for GM most of his life, designing car parts and stuff like that, and car design, and eventually like plant manager, and then teaching and consultant. I think he was a professor for Province Stats too for a little while. Yeah, at a private college, but he was on the computer one day, and I'm like, what are you doing? Because there's like this screen name is something different. I've never really seen him have a different screen. He's interpreting people's dreams. He would kill me for saying that. But he was interpreting people's dreams, and I was like, it was so interesting about that, though. And I won't talk about his personal spiritual experiences. He would kill me. Probably would kill me just for saying that. But he is in a family where, okay, he was the one that was real, decided to get a lot of education, further education. But his grandma, my great grandma Minnie, I've channeled before because she read tea leaves in England a long time ago. Look, that might be the 1800s, like late 1800s, like for real. Like it was a long time ago, and early 1900s. It was not popular to do stuff like that. You were called a witch, okay? You were called a demon possessed. And so for him to get on the computer and actually be interpreting dreams, I found that was interesting. Looking back now to when I observed that, I'm thinking it's because it runs in the family. There's something that runs in the family. I heard someone say one time that they felt like, based on science, that our brain helps us recreate this reality every day that we wake up, and that when we sleep, we're essentially cooling the computer down. We're hitting the off switch so that we can rewire and get ready for the next day. And then dreams hold a very sacred space where the physical body is getting a rest, but you're still very active, very much in alignment with we're an eternal soul. We really never stop, right? We never stop, but we get a cool down. And so our dreams just tell us so many interesting things. I'm very interested in dreams. So, because I dream all the time, and I've had my own prophetic dreams. Okay, I haven't seen any worldly events in my dreams, I don't think. Not ones that stand out, at least. But I've had my own prophetic dreams where I've seen, and that's where this is where it makes me feel like I've done this before, guys. It really does. When I get those dreams that tell me, like, show me a scene from the future, and I do realize or understand the best that I can that everything in our spirit realm, which we're actually in right now, exists at the same time, past, present, future, but it just always gives me, so does deja vu. It gives me the feeling that I've done this before. Like, how else do I have this, you know, complete vision of what is to come or what is to transpire? It's strange. So like, so yeah, my dreams usually come into my, well, they're always in my existence, but the big ones where I'm like, huh, this person's coming into my life and they are new, and I didn't think that person, like, don't know who they are, but I know exactly what they look like, and I know that they're bringing, like, there's always a, even if the sequences of events don't add up to a story, there's always like a download that comes with those dreams of, this is going to happen, this chapter is going to close in your life, this is what's coming, and this might be the person like that you're going to be associated with. It's usually something like that, to that extent. And you just, I always get this like full-on download. Not all of my, some of my dreams are frustration dreams, I can tell, and some of them are talking about things that I don't want to face in my everyday to-day reality. So I get that too, but every now and then there are, you know, prophetic dreams that come through. So yeah, I would love to know your ideas or your comments on that. There's a movie that I watched, and it was so frustrating to watch it, but it was a really good movie. It's called Triangle. And I suggest you watch it if you like horror, but you also like paranormal and time loop stories. If you like things like that, then you might really enjoy that movie, because it's more of like a psychological horror film. It's not all, you know, it's not slasher or anything like that, but it will get you kind of frustrated watching it, because then it makes you wonder, is this what we're doing? I don't know. I'm really open to any kind of theory coming through. I don't feel like I can say anything definite. It's just that it's some interesting stuff. So the Dreamcatcher's Tarot is what I'm pulling from, appropriate for what I'm talking about. Yeah, interesting. I love the idea of time travel too, because I feel like if it's something that our spirit does easily all the time, always in everything at once, then it should be something we can do here, shouldn't it? I don't know. Feels like it should. Feels like it should. I feel like the energy is shifting here too, guys, in the earth, as far as, well, the messages that I'm getting is it's going to be more of your playground is what I'm getting. Like less ball and chain, hamster wheel, less fear and more play and more fun with your creations. We're already having more fun if you think about it, because we have our beautiful angels and spirit guides giving us these crazy number synchronicities, especially those ones, you know, that really, really pertain to you. Letting us even know what videos to watch sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, and it like in the beginning when all of that stuff started happening to me, the big number, okay, when it started, it's like it started and it shut off for me, because it started, oh my goodness, I'm getting older. Okay, 2000 and, I'm wanting to say around 2008 is actually when it, when I started noticing things like 555 and 333 even being woke up at a certain, but not, like I said, I guess I shut it off, or just glanced as like, okay, this is some coincidence. I didn't know anything about any of that stuff. I don't even know if that was on the internet at the time, or if people were noticing synchronicities at the time. I'm sure they were. It's just, it wasn't like as widespread known. And then here within the last, I don't know, 5 to 7 years, kicked up immensely. Immensely. And that's because I really opened up to, like, I think it was in that type of headspace where I was like, you know what, I'm going to awaken now to whatever you want me to awaken to. Like, if I need to become aware in whatever way that I'm not aware, then go ahead and do it. And I invited it in, and man, it was tough. It was really tough. There was no, I almost feel like it was in a point where there was like, I was gonna be put into a place of, there's not really much other choice other than you do that, or, you know how they say sometimes the tower will come by the universe if you don't change things. That's kind of what happened. That's exactly what happened to me. And I was one of those people that I always had problems with my brakes on my car, and I always had problems with my battery. Why? Because I was always running, doing, and never slowing down. It was killing me. It was killing me, and I wasn't, and it was health bad, everything bad. My car was just trying to tell me, in a metaphorical sense, hey, you really need to freaking slow down. But yeah, or you're gonna blow up. I think it blew up a head gasket too. I just had so many issues like that, and life will do that. Life will try to let you know what needs to be changed. If you're like me, though, I was a little hard-headed, so it took the universe shifting things in such a way that I kind of had no choice. You're going to be awoke to this, or you're going to sleep the rest of your life. So that's what happened. Yeah. Anyway, all right. What do we have? What do we have? We have Page of Swords. Wow, Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the candle went out. Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the candle went out. Okay. Let me get another candle and we'll do a manifestation. That's about giving the cup to yourself, by the way. Self-love. Page of Swords. I think when it's combined with that it's probably talking about being in connection with your body, mind, spirit, and listening, like she's doing, with her ear, like how she looks. She's listening, right? She's paying attention. What is her body trying to tell her? What kind of communication is coming through? I feel like this might definitely have something to do with communication coming through. Let's go ahead and do a quick intent for manifestation with this candle from a fire sign, so maybe I can help speed that up. Whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest at this time. You are obviously manifesting communication about ways to take better care of yourself. How to give the cup to yourself. All right, tell me more. But are you listening? Or are you like I was, and everything just keeps on happening, but you don't notice that you need to slow down a little bit? Are you like that? Queen of Cups reverse. Well, there's something that needs to be addressed in how we're giving love to ourselves. Forgiving ourselves, having compassion for ourselves, treating our body really good. Another, oh wow, big time message coming through about there's so much love and support from spirit to tell people to love yourself. Love the way everything on your inner and your outer world look, because we're getting bombarded by other people, by society, by trends, to not necessarily embrace the natural, beautiful you. And I think that they're saying this without any judgment. I'm positive of it, because we have free will, we have choice, but there comes a point where everybody starts wanting the same thing, and then everybody starts looking the same. And so I don't know, but I'm just getting a big message here of to love yourself, love the things that make you look and feel unique because it's uniquely you. I predict that that is what's going to become in style, is naturally you. I'm personally, I love makeup. I'm not talking about things like makeup. I'm talking about like altering ourselves to look like every single other person. It just bothers me because I see so much beauty in people's unique traits, that I want to see that come back, but this want feels like it's actually a direction that we're going towards, is to make that become the trend. You know, uniquely you, and whatever that means for you. Love yourself, basically. Love yourself. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I won't talk too much about that. But also our health, right? Our health and what we're eating, what we take in. It has taken years for my health to get better. I was eating so many bad foods, and I was, oh God, like 30 years plus of eating fast food and all the time. Like there's nothing wrong, you know, the here and there enjoyment, but when you really make some huge changes with your eating, it makes lasting beneficial health improvements for you. Big one that I did was I stopped. I mean, I had relatives text me congratulating me that I gave up Coca-Cola, because I used to be so addicted to Coca-Cola. I mean, I even had stock purchased for me when I was like 9 in Coke, because it was just like, if you saw Kim, you saw her with a regular Coca-Cola by her side all the time. And when I finally switched to, you know, just black coffee and water, it took maybe like a year to even get used to it, like just drink that. But now everything else, it doesn't, I can feel the effects, and there's something about that. There's something about us becoming a little bit numb to the effects that bad food, or too many additives, too many preservatives, too many food colorings, you know what I mean? Like when we become, it's almost like we're not even able to listen to our body very well. I know I wasn't. So and I think that's taken about 3 years to get to where my body feels really nice and healthy, to the point where if I do, though, I feel like I'm extremely sensitive now to any kind of like concentrated sugar, or I don't drink soft drinks anymore. If I do, I literally get like a pain in my side from it. It's probably irritating my stomach lining. So I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there that those are some things that we can do. Counteract it with water if you can't, if you must, right? So yeah, and I have lots to improve. Those are just some things I've actually done really good at, are the eating things. The eating things. That was kind of difficult for me, actually, because I was so used to kind of like craving, you know, fast food, and also like the fastness of it, you know, that instant gratification of it. So now I really enjoy cooking, taking my time. Maybe not so much taking my time eating. I still do that. I still eat like I'm starving. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it was a past lifetime where I had to like eat real quick in order to make sure no one took my food, or to make sure that I don't know, to know that you might not eat for the next few days. Something happened because of the way that I eat, like a ravenous pig sometimes. So King of Wands, what are you building? What are you building? It's going to be successful. This is our builder energy and judgment. It means that Spirit is going to give us a path, or a way, right? Because this is mastery level of what it is that you're wanting to build. The King of Wands is a very inspirational energy. people get inspired by the King of Wands. They overcome obstacles. They look at their failures as steps to the success. You know what I mean? It's all about perspective, and changing that, having that positive outlook that makes whatever they're building end up being successful. So judgment means that Spirit is going to give you a chance to be reborn, or some area in your life that gets completely made over, and they're saying they have a plan. They have a plan. This is a big, this Ace of Cups reverse, Queen of Cups reverse is a big part of the plan, because oftentimes we want to receive love and abundance from the universe, but we're not so great at giving it to ourselves. And that's what that's about. Seek first and you will find. When is coming through my mind, and I think that they're talking about what I'm saying, is that when you're, so everything is within you. In fact, we may be creating it every day. Who knows? It could go weirder than what we even know. But one thing's for sure, everything that you want can be found, and when it is found on the inside, instant manifestation. And there's something here about that plan. Tell me about the plan. Tell me about the plan. I'm picking up the Fool. Yeah, the plan is for you to have a new experience. Like I said, there's something here, and then this Fool is on a chessboard. She's using other people to step on as players, but you know, she's just the Fool. She's the Fool energy. The plan is for you to have a new experience. The words new beginnings usually get associated with the Fool. Also this 0 point energy. So it's time for something new to be created. That's interesting. It almost looks like the moon is a plant here on the card. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe signifying growing of the divine feminine energy of mystery, love, beauty, gentleness. I'm getting acceptance, though, really strong acceptance, body acceptance, every type of acceptance. And there's your 10 of Cups. There's your 10 of Cups. So that's part of the plan, man. The part of the plan here that I would be the most happy to talk about is the heaven on earth plan. And just look at that card. It's one of the most beautiful 10 of Cups, I think, that out of all of my decks. It's the one that just seems more ethereal. Yeah, this person's like smiling from a rainbow, looking at all their cups that they have. So this is creating your heaven on earth. This is for your playground. This is for your playground. 2 of Swords. Big decisions. Big decisions. Maybe having a slight pause while you make up your mind. I'm getting, is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Let me weigh out my options. And there. Five of Swords. These are energies that are trying to pull you in a different direction. All right. That totally goes in alignment with what I was saying, where in society we can have conflict where other people are saying, no, this is the standard. No, this is the standard. Or especially when it comes to beauty. I don't know why I'm picking up on that one because it's just strong right now. But there will be other energies that want to pull you into a different direction. And these energies quite possibly could be wanting you to stay in the energy of fear, constant worry, a cycle, repetitive cycles. They feed off the fear. It's an energy. Wanting to get you on the hook, you know, entice you, get you on a hook to something. But the fates is stepping in, and what was destined in the stars for you aligned. Actually, what was destined for spiritual shifts in consciousness and more awakened sense of your spirituality on this earth are not going to be stopped. The wheel is turning. It's not going to be stopped. Four of Swords. I'm thinking more about the love and care and sleep and rest. Dream state. Yeah. Coming out of the Five of Pentacles energy. So feeling kind of like abundant, like the Ten of Cups. Feeling like you have it all. When your finances are sound and you're emotional, your love is sound. Like when everything feels good and the things that you look around are not in stark contrast of where you don't want to be or you don't want to be around. So this is that time out during a shift. Okay, and you should expect, all of us should expect good news to come in. Eight of Wands, communication, good news, Cupid's arrow for some, leading you into a direction that's going to make you feel like, okay, now I'm making progress, now I'm moving forward. Two of Cups on the bottom. This can be a partnership, a real love partnership coming in. Two, definitely partnership. But first, the focus is on the time that you have to improve the partnership within yourself, your higher self. Get whole within you, whole and accepting within yourself. That comes first. If you want to see this, like that's part of the plan, is what I'm getting. It's part of the plan. Heart chakra, beautiful. Free-flowing love, mature love, it says. Free-flowing love. If you feel at a stalemate, it may be because of this need to find what you're searching for on the outside within. So that you can be open and receptive to the love that you seek without, outside yourself. Whoa. At curtain call, beautiful. With that communication, there might be something that you do that puts you like on a stage. Quite literally, it could be that you're the main character here of your life. Curtain call is here for your applause, right? Acclaim, fame, recognition, celebrity, admiration, applause. In the spotlight, focused attention. Handcuffs, control, defensive. That's the Five of Swords. Those are those energies that want you to feel powerless, or like you have no other option but to submit to that energy, or to whatever it is, whether it's a belief system. Ooh. Need to break free from external sources, and also a need to break free from feeling powerless, because you are the curtain call energy. So you are this main character energy. You're definitely not powerless, but there's definitely energies that want to make us feel like we're not in power, but we are. And I think Spirit's about to show them that this shift in energy is about to show people that. For block change, challenges, time to regroup, obstacles. These are all things they're saying that have not been changed in a while. So Spirit, you're leading me down a rabbit hole. We're going to have to focus on the solutions now to this. Solutions to this, please. These energies, the roadblock. Your decisions. 50-50 is about your decisions. Things could go either way at this time regarding shifts of energy. Ooh. The flamingos. Okay, I have the winter card, or something happening winter. or Capricorn season, Aquarius. Could be by the end of the year that there's some major, by the end of the year, some major shift where we're following this book burning the past chapter, going into a new era, a new, like, big cycle, like a, 1,000 of year cycle, something new. Book burning says censorship, silencing, control, discord, persecute, changing the narrative. And this is the new thing, though. Inventor, innovation, imagination, technology. Okay to fail, do it again and again. Tell me more about the solution to this, please. Endurance, stamina, the ballet shoes. Effort is required, or effort will be required. Oh, you will be shown the way, but they're saying we'll have to put in the effort. Laser focus, honing in on a skill. And with that inventor, we're changing things. We are changing things. And the chess card. So strategy, planning, checkmate, a master plan, course of action, power play, game theory, consequence of actions. You have 9-9. Yay. Chocolate, satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, doing things right, well, yeah, do things right, elevated mood, celebration. Time to do things right. Right by you, right by others. Love. Basically, change from the old you. Change from the old world. It seems like these energies are at the core of this reading, aren't they? The ones that are going to be ushered out of the way. Yeah, because the stars are aligned. This is like the fates, but it can also mean that you are going to be stepping into some sort of fame or recognition where something is really aligned for you to stand out. The mountain, this is the mountain to overcome. So these are it's representing the obstacle or the mountain to overcome. The old world, the old you. The anchor means you're going to be going places, and so keep your faith at this time. The anchor can represent faith, but we also have like a golden octopus here, and this has to do with finding different ways to have our currency build up. This signifies increase in our money and our travel and our ability kind of to be able to reach out in different ways. Look at that octopus is on there too. Interesting. That's interesting. I have the woman. I have a change for sure. Yeah. So this energy here, this Siren 1, is to me representing the old you or old version. Could be the old collective, the old world, right? And so this is the changes having to do with divine feminine, for sure, energy. The tree, health getting better, and a good outcome. What you plant will grow. What you plant will grow, and your energy with theft in the reverse will be given back to you, or whatever was taken from you, or deception. It will be revealed and taken care of. Marriage card. Not sure. I think with it being in the reverse, I have a feeling that this is about this coming in, because it says romance. What it laid down on said romance. Birds. The good outcome, by the way, is like this lover's energy. This is your effort. We have 4 birds all together. Birds have been popping up all over my YouTube here lately too. Birds. There's the Chariot. So people talking about your effort, or you putting in effort, especially during stressful times. The Parlor is that 4 of Swords kind of energy where it's going to be necessary to have time out with yourself. Time out to recollect your memories, to heal things. Yeah, military 22 on the bottom is an official person. So that's what I've got. Let's pull the White Light Oracle to close out this reading. Chariot is your victory, your success, and moving in a direction that it might feel like it's going to pick up speed. Something about this new beginning and picking up speed. Something happening more fast than you realize. Woo! And the Sun. Nice. Yeah, 1 and 16. 1 is this magician energy, what we are creating, and the Sun. And I haven't pulled this one in a long time because I haven't edited it yet, but we I don't know. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I haven't gotten this one in a long time. Number 1, 16 is like a tower energy, right? Magnetism of Eros. Trust in what your heart yearns for without concern of how it will manifest. Take steps towards that which moves your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs and allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you be truly held. That which appears to be out of reach or unavailable to you is actually closer than you realize. Yay! And then the Sun. You know that's a good one. You have what it takes. You are the light bearer. Within you is a healing power and a spiritual wisdom you can tap in to find your way through any confusion or doubt. Have confidence in yourself. Know that you are enough and expect an affirming yes from the universe. And that's what I have for you, Selective Collective. Bye.